Border czar Tom Homan warned Sunday, September 7th, that President Donald Trump's crime crackdown will allow zero tolerance for protesters who cross the line into violence against immigration officers. You throw a stone, you're going to jail. You put hands on an ICE officer, you're going to jail. You make a threat, online or in person, you're going to jail, Homan said on this week's Sunday Morning Futures. Homan stressed that while protesters can demonstrate peacefully under First Amendment protections, harmful activities will not be tolerated. Homan added that the administration has launched an effort to identify groups or individuals funding violent protests. He warned that perpetrators would face consequences. There's a whole effort right now identifying those who are funding these operations, those who fund the weapons that are being used, he shared. And they'll be held accountable too, and held to the highest standards of the law. They will be prosecuted too. Homan's remarks come after anti-ICE protests drew national attention in Portland, and as the Trump administration enacts a crime crackdown in Washington, D.C., with a warning to other crime-plagued cities across the nation, including Chicago and Baltimore. The border czar also criticized politicians who have compared ICE to Nazis and terrorists, asking, if ICE is racist for enforcing the law, what does that make them? They wrote the law, he said of Congress.
I hope not, and I hope the rhetoric, especially from members of Congress, stops. I've seen members of Congress compare ICE to the Nazis, racists, terrorists. Members of Congress need to understand one thing. ICE is enforcing the law that Congress wrote and enacted. So if ICE agents enforcing immigration law, they call them a racist, what's that make Congress? They wrote the law. Congress, ICE agents aren't making this up. They're out there enforcing laws enacted by Congress and signed by the President. I'll say it again. We're focusing on national security threats and public safety threats. They're making this country safe every day. It's the right thing to do. And I'm sick and tired of reading in the media that most of the people we arrest aren't criminals. You tell the whole story. The majority of the arrests are criminals, public safety threats. Who are the others? Many are national security threats. They may not have a criminal conviction. We got over 300 Iranians that we've arrested in the last month or so. May not have a criminal conviction, but they're a national security threat. Who are the others who were arrested? Those with final orders. Those who had due process at great taxpayer expense. A federal judge says you must leave, and they became a fugitive. So we're going to arrest them too. If not, we send a message to the whole world, enter the country illegally. It's a crime, but don't worry about it. Go to court or don't go to court, get an order removal, don't worry about it because no one's looking for you. No. We're going to send a message to the whole world. You got the right to due process, but at the end of that due process, if your order removed, you're leaving. Because if we don't execute those orders, then what the hell are we doing? Shut down the immigration court. Doesn't mean anything anymore. Take the border patrol off the border. No, we're going to enforce the law.
Is there a quota of migrants you want to arrest per day? A quota?
Pardon me?
Do you have a quota of migrants you want to arrest?
I don't have any quota. I want to arrest many public safety threats and national security threats as possible. I'll arrest when every public safety threat, illegal aliens are removed from this country.
How many?
And for those who question the 3,000 days, saying it's an unreasonable number, do the math. We'd have to arrest 7,000 a day, every day for the remainder of this administration, just to remove those who Biden administration released in the country illegally.
Tom, the Vice President is attacking Microsoft for firing Americans while still applying for H-1B visas. What's your message to companies that are doing just that?
Look, it's illegal to hire illegal aliens. It's illegal to hire illegal aliens. As far as that would be a question for Joe Edlow over CIS. They handle the visas. And again, I'm the border czar. I'm an enforcement guy. I'm in the export program, not the import program.
Is there any concerns on the docket, sir?
Jay?
Is Kilmore Abrego Garcia a public safety threat?
Yes.
Can you give us an update on the self-deportation numbers?
Last time I looked, over 6,000 going through the CBP home app. But according to numerous studies, there's over 1 million self-deportations since President Trump took office, which is a great thing.
Is there any concern?
The lowest murder rate in history. How much do you contribute to the lockdown of the border to lower the overall murder rate?
A lot. A lot. We've looked at numbers this morning. ICE has over 150,000 arrests in the interior, most of them criminals. Every criminal ICE arrest makes the community much safer. That's what President Trump's committed to. President Trump wants a better, safer America, and that's exactly what the men and women at ICE are doing every day. And let me say this about the attacks on ICE. I want you all to remember, ICE agents are mothers and fathers too. They don't hang their heart on the hook every day they come to work. I'm sick and tired of the attacks on ICE. President Trump's sick and tired of it. You impede an ICE officer, you're going to jail. You throw a stone, you're going to jail. If you interfere with the enforcement, you're going to jail. We're done. We're done playing the game. We're going to enforce the law. We're going to make America safer, and we're going to do it with no apologies.
You mentioned